Well, this is World War III. Um, every single country in the world is dealing with the same pandemic of fear and the same utilization of a bioweapon that's been manufactured. By the way, if you would have said that this is a bioweapon a year and a half ago, you'd be called a conspiracy theorist. It is a conspiracy, but it's not a theory. It says in the Bible, Noah was a conspiracy theorist until it started to rain. Now everyone agrees that this virus has nothing natural about it, that this was an engineered weapon of mass destruction. What they call gain of function research, basically, it's a nasty term because gain of function sounds like, oh, I had a stroke and I couldn't walk. I did physical therapy. I regained my function and now I could walk. It sounds nice, actually. But really what it means is something else. It's taking a benign virus, making it into a weapon of mass murder and destruction and genocide. So what was done, and do you know where this research started? At the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill in America. Yeah, and it was funded by the American taxpayer. And then when it was made illegal, it was then outsourced to China by, guess who? Fauci. This is the whole matter of public record. Fauci took absolutely lethal information and sent it to our arch enemy geopolitically, with the worst record of human rights violation, and sent it to them in an act of treason, in my opinion, and then funded that research. And then all of a sudden, this virus gets released globally right before an American presidential election, and is now being, and Klaus Schwab, from the World Economic Forum, wrote the book COVID-19: The Great Reset, predicted this, and is using this COVID-19 crisis to reset the global order. And if you look at the 2030 UN agenda, which is on their website, and you look at the World Economic Forum's website, they have crazy goals. Number one is America will no longer be a superpower. Number two, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. What kind of psychopath, sociopath actually says that? Number three, you won't eat meat except on special occasions. Number four, fossil fuels will be made illegal. Number five, you're going to have to integrate 1 billion refugees into your societies, blah, 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 go on. So, and in 2016, the same psychopath, sociopath said, Klaus Schwab, that in an interview in the French language, that within 10 years, every single human being will be tagged with a digital identifier. He said it, not me. It's a matter of public record. It may sound hard to believe, but that's your problem. Go look and you'll find it. So what do you think is happening right now?
Well, Fauci's emails.
Yeah. No, it's an absolute conspiracy to commit genocide and mass murder.
Sure. Look, Fauci's emails were leaked a few weeks ago. It's all clear as day that he sponsored everything in China. He was working closely with them, and he still has a job. He's still being interviewed, getting softball questions from people.
Listen, Fauci, Soros, Schwab, these are all puppets. Gates, Zuckerberg, these are all puppets for deeper forces. They're too smart to be in the media. And Mr. Globalist, you can call him, is this woke oligarch, whoever he is or they are, and they may be sitting right next to you, not too far in Israel, are these people that truly believe that they are evolved into a Ubermensch, a superhuman creation, which are now advocating for the morphing of the human body with artificial intelligence. And this is not fiction. This is actually happening. Okay, if you're not paying attention, that is your problem. But if you look at the latest research of data, and there is all this research is converging into what's called a singularity. Ray Kurzweil talks about it, another lost Jew from Boston, one of the most respected futurists, that there is going to be this what they call transhumanism, which is basically the integration of artificial technology with the human body. And they're trying to create a new species of human being. The problem is that the first species is actually made in the image of God, and we don't want it. We reject your transhumanism. We reject your idol worship. We reject your fear mongering. And even more so, to our deaths, we're going to reject. There'll be global war, not to submit to this tyranny. And people wake up.
I agree with you. I've been sounding that cry for many months, and so many others have. In practical terms, what can the average person do? We don't have the power to overthrow the globalists. We don't have the power to wage battle against them with military. Obviously, we're turning to Hashem to do this, and it's really his job to do that. So in practical terms, day-to-day living, what can the average person do to be healthy, to be positive, and to fight the globalists?
Well, you keep on asking the same question. I give you the same answer, but I'll say it like this. There's a sefer called Duties of the Heart. And in that sefer is a very interesting story. This big king comes back from this big victory. He has all these slaves and all this loot, booty that he got from conquering these countries. And the Hacham comes out, the wise man, and says to him, welcome home from the small war to the big war. In other words, the Milchamas HaYetzer, the war against your own fear and idol worshiping tendencies is what you can do. Do not submit to the fear. Do not go and take a course of action that's based on the advice of the Satan. That's what you should do. And live a normal, integrated, calm life and be a dugma chaya, an example for other people. That's what you can do.